Scoot over. Scoot over.
You don't. I don't know
Scoot
why
over.
you keep filling that cup
Scoot
to the
over.
top.
Get up off me. Let's go.
That's crazy. That's how you treat me. Welcome to another episode of 1,000 Questions from Mars. I am your host, Mars.
And I'm King Gerald Jones the Great.
All right. So for those who are...
How do I do it?
I don't know.
Okay.
For those that are tuning in for the first time, 1,000 Questions from Mars is a spinoff or a piggyback show of the 1,000 Bodies podcast, where Gerald talks about his experience with being with over 1,000 women, and I ask questions about those experiences from a woman's perspective, a girlfriend's perspective, and we have real life, honest conversation.
Agreed. Hated it.
Are you comfortable yet?
I'm trying to get. What do I usually do?
Maybe we need to get you like a little stand.
Yeah, or like something I can sit my foot up on.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you need like a.
Because I feel like bunched up.
You need an ottoman.
Yeah.
That's what my mom loved, the ottoman, a good
just
ottoman.
Just the word ottoman,
Yes.
or the actual ottoman?
The actual.
Okay.
You have to have an ottoman.
Okay.
All right. So, how you feeling? I always like to ask that first.
I feel good. It was funny telling a story about the first white girl and only white girl that I ever been with. Mm-hmm. So that was actually fun. Was it funny? It was just kind of taking it back. I was like, dang, that's crazy that I've only slept with one white girl.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say about this week's show. It's not the story itself; it's the experience to me that you've only ever been with one out of 1,000 bodies.
Right.
You've only ever been with one white girl.
Right.
So, now that we're talking about her race, let's jump into my question.
Okay.
Have you ever slept with any other races or cultures?
Yes.
And what would those be?
Hispanic. Oh, never Asian. Hispanic. I don't even know how the proper way to say it. She was from Guam.
Okay.
What's that the problem?
I don't know if they're considered Latin or I don't know. I don't know what ethnicity they would be considered. Okay, so someone from Guam.
Every other except off top, majority is black women. Okay. Majority of my 1,000 bodies is black women.
So no Asian women.
No, well, I just thought about. So I'll take that back. Like Asian and black. So. What is that? What is that?
Yeah, so I was gonna ask you if she's mixed.
Well, I don't count that as mixed, so I don't count that. But should I count that?
It depends on what she identified as.
Okay.
If she identified as Asian, then she would count as Asian. If she identified as a black woman, then she's a black woman. But we always say, probably Dr. Umar would say, just a pinch of the black
means you're black. Well, that's what. And now that you asked me that bomb ass question. After I guess explain this, so I've slept with white and black mix.
Yeah.
So, but I never considered them white.
Yeah.
I've always considered them black.
I think the world considers them black, but to me, I want to give them that ability. Because I want to give them that consideration if they don't identify as one or the other. Because you have some people that are like, no, I'm not a black woman or a white woman. I'm both.
Right.
Or you may have someone that considers herself to be white.
Yeah. I've never met a girl that was per se black and white and she identified as white. They've all, for the ones that I've dated or slept with, they've always identified as black. And there's been a lot of those mixed ones. And to answer your question back to the Asians, it's been mixed and they've never identified. Well, they've been proud of their Asians, but they never just say I'm Asian.
Right.
They want to include both sides. That's what I've learned about. I'm not saying this is indefinite, but I've learned through my experience and the women that I've met that the white and black ones, primarily in my culture where I've been around, want to be black. They want to claim that black. Yeah. They'll let you know that they're mixed, but they want to be black.
Yeah.
And then the Asian and blacks, they want you to know both.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's that.
I think in Asian culture is very prideful.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Like it's more of like a cultural thing more than it being so much as race. So
then like Hispanic by themselves.
Yeah.
I actually have a girl in my in the body bowl where I thought she was black. Mm-hmm. I put a post up about race and sex, and she hit me up. She said, "Oh, so what am I?" I was like, "Oh, you're black." and she had to really show. She showed me the pictures of her mom and dad,
Yeah.
but she went
So
to
she
school.
was Afro Latina, like she
You get
appeared
yes, she
black,
appeared black.
but
Yeah,
she's Latina.
absolutely, absolutely.
Okay.
So that was crazy. To kind of, she kind of, what's the
She
word?
threw you for a loop.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So Dr. Umar, and I follow Dr. Umar because
He's funny.
He's entertaining, right? And so he would still consider her African because she's black, like she has African heritage, but she her ethnicity is Latin.
Right.
But he was race wise, he would still consider her black.
Okay.
And I that's like the great debate too. Like the Afro Latinos, like they get, you know, kind of cast out in their Latin culture for being black, and then they not black enough because
in our culture,
so they have a hard time. I mean, I would love to dig deeper into that with somebody and have them on the show, but that's a different kind of show. So, you being with only a full white woman, just once, is that by choice or is it by coincidence?
I think, as I explained in my podcast, for the most part, I grew up in LA. I don't know about other LA parts, but I grew up in the jungles. There's really no white people. Well, I see it now. Yeah. Sprinkles and speckles of. But when I was growing up, there was no white. So I don't know if it was just by demographic, by circumstance. I did think that white women on TV were attractive, so it wasn't really that I didn't find them attractive. And then when I would see them, I don't know I didn't know, was it a different thing that I'm supposed to different like, what's the word, Mackin line, or different way to approach them. Yeah, I didn't know if it was or was, so I just left it alone.
Okay. So in the body bowl, you rated her pretty high. You gave her like a 95.
Right.
Is that a true 95, or is that a 95 within like your ranking of white women, or is that would you put her on the same level of a 95 as a black woman?
That's crazy that I learned that it is the ranking one of a white woman, and it also is the ranking of my thought process in the past. Gotcha. So it's a combination. So I hope I don't know if I explained it, didn't explain it or not, but I want to verify on our show, on your show, that I would probably give her maybe an 80 to an 85 as a verse to 95 that I gave her on the show because of the time of my mind. Having more experience, being around more white women. Also, I guess just the experience and maybe the fact that I was just so intrigued about her being a white girl. And it wasn't nothing wrong with her. I was like, oh, she's attractive. But through experience and time, I think there are more features that are attractive in white girls I like. But wait. So body, I still want to keep her at a 95 because it wasn't nothing wrong with her body.
Like you said, she worked out diligently.
She made it a point. I don't know if I said about the tanning too. I said about 10. So she made sure she was tan. She tanned all the time or whatever, and she worked out all the time. Like she was on it before I was kind of on it. Like so, she kind of like was like, I was like, oh shit, and she's like, I'm like, where you at? Oh, I'm going to the gym, or I'm leaving the gym, or so her gym and her body showed that she was definitely gym.
Well, I've seen her, and I would agree. Okay. I'd agree. I give her probably like an 85. She's not like she's not
85 body or 85 face.
No, 85 face.
Okay.
I give her body like a 95 as well. Okay. I would agree. So I think you're more right on with that evaluation. And I didn't grow up around a lot of. Well, I did grow up around white people, and so I've been around a lot of other white girls. So just I'm able to kind of gauge her, and she's beautiful. I think she's gorgeous. Right. Okay. So next question. You said that you, when you first met her, and now you told me this story too. I didn't know it was your only white girl, but that when you met her, you hit the curb and you bust your tire.
Right.
On a level of embarrassment, how embarrassed were you for that to happen?
I don't know how this works, but because she was a white girl, I wasn't embarrassed.
Really?
I don't know why. Just scrutinized me, whatever you want to do. But I thought it was kind of funny, actually, because she was smiling and she laughed. So I guess she kind of made it
Made
more
it
of a
better.
lighter or whatever. So I really wasn't that embarrassed. I was mad at myself more, like you have to pay for a tire. But as far as being embarrassed, I really wasn't embarrassed because I guess she made it more of a funny thing.
Okay. Is that one of the most embarrassing things that has happened in front of a woman for you? Or have
Uh,
you had some more embarrassing things?
as far as I've had a fight and been beat up
Ooh,
in
that's
front,
pretty
in
embarrassing.
front of
That's
my
more
in
embarrassing.
front of my girlfriend. So that's funny. Not it was not it wasn't funny then, but I got beat up in front of my girlfriend. That was very embarrassing. You're not gonna win every fight, so that was happened to
Yeah,
be a combination of her being there and me not winning this particular fight.
that's pretty embarrassing.
What?
I remember I had an embarrassing moment. I was used to date this guy, and he ain't had no money. So when he needed to text me, he had to be on Wi-Fi because
Oh
his
no!
phone was off, and so and he also had a wife.
Oh,
So he texted me one day. I'm like, "Hey, what you doing?" And he was like, "Wi-Fi tripping," and I thought he was saying
Wi-Fi.
wifey.
Oh right,
I thought he was saying wifey because this
right,
was a time like
right,
wifey was what you called your
right,
girl.
right, right.
So I'm going, Teddy going, he's like, no, Wi-Fi is tripping. I'm like, like you don't have to tell me that your wifey is tripping. It's cool. Like I don't have to see you. And I'm going back and forth and kind of like,
So were you the side chick in this?
yeah, I was.
Did she know about you?
No.
Oh, so you was involved in the line.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. I mean, and this is the thing too. So I hear what men tell me, but then I know how to read between the lines. So he told me that they lived together at her parents' house because he was broke, and but he don't. They sleep in the same room, but they're not together anymore.
Mhm.
Yes, you are.
Right.
And they had just had a second baby.
Oh man.
You
So why would
were
you
with
choose?
her.
Why would you choose to be in that situation?
Convenience. He was
Well,
somebody to hump on. He had a nice body, and he was somebody to hump on when I came to LA.
oh, okay.
And I was young, so I really didn't care about all of that. It was
Okay.
like
Right.
I didn't take it serious like that anyway.
Right. Right.
And it's funny
Do
because
you,
he was ugly too.
oh no. So he had a nice body, but he was ugly.
Yeah.
So is that the? Would you advise women to operate like that?
I would say
Because I can understand, and maybe women do need to operate more like that.
Yeah.
If you know you, well, I think they be caring too much.
Yeah.
They be caring about being in a relationship and having that title too much.
Yeah.
But I don't well, I don't know.
I knew not every man is gonna be. I want to be my man, so I
Right.
knew he was too broke for me. Like
And I think,
didn't want him to be
well,
my man.
why not deal with him then?
Because he was just something to occupy my time.
Okay.
It was probably it was cool. He was cool. We met through like my cousin was dating his friend, so it was just convenience. And once he started to tell me, it's like, oh, I see what the situation is.
Right.
So, and I still wanted to keep dealing with him, so I did.
Gotcha.
And then I don't think I looked at it as that serious. I've been a side chick a few times. I would say the only thing is that it would be better if the main chick knows.
Right. If the man was honest.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause then it gets messy. Then she finding out about you. Then she want to fight you and she want to do all. It would be better if the main chick knows.
I don't think that they're able to tell the main chick because she's not going for it.
Yeah,
but they should. They should. But
yeah, I've been side chick plenty times.
I think a lot of women have been side chick, but unknowingly.
Yeah, and that's the thing. A nigga could try to lie to me and tell me that I'm not, but I can see it laid out.
Right.
Just by some things that you're saying, like,
right.
I'm not stupid. Some people want to be.
Right.
So, what type of white girl was she? It's levels to white.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I did not know that, and you probably need to inform us.
So you have the white girls that grew up around black people and they act a little bit more urban. Okay. Then you have white girls that maybe grew up in kind of the lower class area, but they don't think they're black. They're what we used to call them bro hoes, where they fuck with guys that drive lifted trucks, and she got bleach blonde hair or two-toned hair or colored hair, and she got tattoos. That's a bro hoe. Those are mostly in the IE. Then you got the Starbucks white girl. She got a dog. She likes pumpkin spice lattes. Then you got like an Orange County white girl who she's bad and bougie. She's got lots of money. Then you got a Valley white girl. Then you got, and I know these aren't technically white girls, but you got like the Armenian Persian kind of. They're not white, but
Right.
It's levels to the white girls.
That's interesting. That was very informative because I don't know that. But so if I had to gauge her on what kind of white, I think it's like more so the middle, where you were saying she don't think she black. She grew around blacks, but she don't think she black. But she dance and
she's in tune with our culture.
In tune with the culture,
but she doesn't think she's black.
Exactly,
I got those kind of white friends too.
Exactly. And she, that's pretty much. Yeah, she knows she's white. She thinks she's white. She wants to be white. She can turn the white on, but then she hangs around blacks or grew up in a black area.
So she was like that. Okay. Did she fit into any of the stereotypes that you had thought about white girls? Like, yeah, my name's Becky, or did she fit into any of those type of stereotypes?
No. Only stereotype I guess that she fit in was her being very cool and submissive.
Okay.
I guess that's the only she was very encouraging. Like when I was in LA and I tell her I'm doing this, but I want to do that. She was very encouraging. She was very encouraging saying for me to go to the gym. Very encouraging and positive towards life. Like versus, I guess that's the are they? I don't know. Like I don't know.
Yeah, that's one of the stereotypes. That's one, and I don't even know if that's a stereotype per se. I think that's one of the reasons
she was supportive
that black men give for dating white women is that they're more submissive.
Yeah, she was
and they're more easygoing.
Yes.
Yep.
Like she'd be like, "Oh, you're very smart."
Right.
But I've heard. But now this is the thing. I had that from black women too. So that didn't
make me be like, oh,
but I can understand why a dumb black guy would be hyped about it because this is probably the only person that told him he's smart, he's worthy, he's attractive, and giving him these praises. So I can get why a dumb black guy that isn't financially, mentally, or physically stable would be into the praise and the uplifting from her, where I've had that from black women too. So it was cool, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't nothing new.
Yeah. And I'm glad that you said that because that's probably one of the things that makes my skin crawl when we talk about interracial dating is they say that white women are easier to deal with. It's just the fucking woman.
It's just a woman.
It's just the woman and her outlook on life and what she's been through.
I agree.
Because I've never been argumentative or hard to deal with. I've always been encouraging, and I grew up in the hood. I didn't, so I hate to hear that. I remember when I first moved to the IE, I was, I had my best friend was white, or she is white. She's not like she could change her race, but she's white, and she hung around some black guys who were very much like kind of, acted like white guys. And I remember them being so surprised that I was so cool. Like, because they had only ever dated white girls. They had only ever been around one. They was like, and they kind of made hints like, I would date a black girl if she act like you. And it's like, there are black girls that act like me. Like I was surprised. They were surprised that I was so cool. And at the time, my white friend, she would go off and be the ghetto one, and I was the chill one. She done knocked the bitch out, like so it was like that's why I hated that stereotype because I was so different.
But that's the ignorance of the dumb black guy. That's why I said he's gonna appreciate that and receive the praise because he's really mentally, financially, and or physically incapable. So he's. I mean, it's the reality. It's the reality. That's the reality of it. So I can get why they would be intrigued and want to only date white women because a black woman not gonna praise you unless you deserve it.
Yeah. So you said you guys hooked up. You went out on a date and you ended up at a room and you guys ended up having sex. And during sex, you figured out that she started her period.
Right.
What does that do for you as a man?
Nothing really. Nothing. It's unfortunate, but it doesn't. I just hope because it's crazy. I think I told this story to another girl, and she said she knew.
No.
So it was kind of, and I don't know if the girl was hating or whatever,
Right.
but it was kind of offsetting. Uh, I don't think she knew. I hope she didn't know. Now that girl planted that seed in my head, it's a possible. You know, what I'm thinking, what if she knew? That's fucked up.
Yeah.
But I don't think she did. And with that being said, I didn't. It wasn't nothing.
Yeah.
It's an accident.
Yeah.
So
I can guarantee you she didn't know.
Right.
Because in the story you mentioned that she was wearing some white
Yeah.
clothing.
Right.
So
Right.
if you know, like you're
You're
not
gonna
gonna,
wipe. You're
yeah.
right.
And that's the thing, like why you can't really hide that. You
Right.
know, like it's gonna he's gonna
I don't know. I
figure
don't
it
know
out.
why this girl
I
must have
don't
been a hater.
Yeah, she was probably a little salty about
Yeah.
the story
Yeah.
because the girl didn't know. And if she knew, she wouldn't have been so embarrassed to be like, please take me home.
Right.
She would have been like more like, it's nothing,
Right.
you know.
Right.
That
this
wouldn't have
will
been her reaction to be embarrassed. She, you know,
Right.
so that girl didn't know.
Right.
It actually happened to me before.
Yeah.
You know, it's natural, it happens. And I remember we got through the whole dude.
Oh shit.
And he actually went down on me.
Oh no.
And I got up when I went to the bathroom. He noticed.
Oh, man.
No, I noticed.
Right,
and
right.
I was like, I was like, I think I started my period.
Oh no.
And he was like, I thought it tasted a little different.
That's blessings to him. Poor guy.
He was so comforting about it, but I was so embarrassed. Like I wanted him to leave so bad.
I mean, I don't know about that. Y'all in it now. He Dracula now.
But he was very nice about it. So, I know that you guys stopped dealing with each other because she ended up knowing someone else that you were dealing with.
Right.
So you never got a chance to have sex with her
No,
again?
just that one time. No.
Dang.
Crazy.
And you never like tried to have sex with another white girl?
No. Because that's as I told you guys on the podcast, I haven't really been around them. So that situation occurred because I drove all the way to Barstow where my brother was in the military, and I met her out there. But in LA, I don't really be in the areas with white people. I don't really know where they be.
So how would you? Dang, that's unfortunate, but okay. How would you rate the sex before the period incident?
The same as I rate all coochie is the same.
It
No, let me
wasn't
say
nothing-
this because they hate me when I post this on social media. For the most part, all vagina is the same. Yeah, some is a little wetter, some is a little tighter, some is it's gonna do its job. So I don't, and it might be a little different, you know, but for the most part, I'm gonna come, and I don't put too much stock on coochie. Like, oh my god, I think men are crazy that do that. I think men are soft that do that. Like, oh my god, the coochie was this.
Well, I mean,
and I'm not that kind of connoisseur.
Because I do think that some vaginas feel different.
I said that. I said for the most part, I'm going to come. I don't care how bad the coochie is, I'm gonna come. I don't care how good and tight or whatever the adjective that they create to make it whatever it is, I'm gonna come. It's for the most part it's the same, and I'm glad.
I think you're just numb to it.
Yeah, that too, but I'm glad. I'm so glad because that coochie will have you up and down dizzy. If you really intricate at the intricate details of a vulva or a coochie lip, that's crazy. Like you're a crazy guy.
Well, I'm gonna speak for women, and we know different penises feel different.
We ain't talking about penis. We talking about.
I'm just saying from the other side of the open perspective.
We talking about an open. Yeah, because even do we know the sizes of coochies?
Yeah.
Okay. We know it's an opening.
4 inches deep.
Everyone, right? Exactly. Now, some men might have like a 12 like me. No. Some men might have small, fat, long. So there's different. I hope we're not comparing the penis because there's different sizes, but a vagina is an open void, an open hole.
You do the vagina wrong sometimes.
I mean, man, please let me, I wouldn't have 1,000 bodies if I didn't think it's a great feeling. It's a great thing. But I know what it can do. It'll drive you crazy. I've been crazy before behind vagina. So, But then when I matured and grew up, I really
Yeah.
like, what's going on? Like, yeah, it feels good, but what is it?
Right.
Anybody could take you. Anybody could take you through this. Any vagina can make you crazy.
It's
I
true.
think it's the woman attached to the.
It
Now I
is.
know it's the woman attached to the vagina.
It is. All right. So those are the end of my body bowl questions.
Okay.
I do have a couple more things to talk about. But
Okay.
do you have any questions?
I do have a question. Have you ever been or dated a white guy or had sex with a white guy?
Yes, I have dated a white man before.
Mm-hmm.
And this, okay, so it's funny because I've never really dated outside of my race before. I really enjoy black men, and I think other races are attractive, but I think I guess I've been around them, but just never wanted anything. So yes, I have dated a white man before. He was older than me. We met at the office. It was a very different experience. He was French, so not only was he white, but he was of another culture. Okay. He spoke another language, and so that made him very different from me and from what I had been around. And he wanted to kiss in public. He wanted to make out in public. He wanted to spill his water in public. And he had a son. I met his son very quickly, like at his house. But I will say the most interesting thing about him was that on our second date, he asked me to pee in a cup, in a to-go cup, while we were at the restaurant. And I peed in that cup.
At the restaurant?
I peed in the cup.
Why would you pee in a cup at the restaurant?
Look, you talk about intrigued. I'm like, this man is not serious. So I peed in the cup.
What kind of cup? A plastic cup or the restaurant cup?
Plastic cup. He asked for a to-go cup.
Oh, shit.
I went in the restroom. I peed in the cup, and he drank my pee on the way home.
Ah, what was he saying? Wee. What was he saying? Well,
he said, "You taste really nice."
Oh my God. Oh man.
And so he drank, and I was just like, "Oh, that was is interesting." And from then on,
did it turn you on?
No.
Oh,
it just
did it turn you off?
No, it didn't turn me off. It intrigued me to know, like, how, like, what else is he gonna do?
Eat your boo boo.
He gave me a rim job.
What is that?
That's what I said.
Ate your booty.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And that Caucasian man licked my vagina for hours.
Right.
And hours and hours.
What did you feel about the rim job?
I don't really.
Don't move past.
I don't really enjoy that. It tickles.
Oh, okay. I think that's the.
It tickles like, oh my God.
Oh, I think that's anyway. I can't tell you how to get your booty ate. So
I peed for him several times. Squatted over him and peed in his mouth. And then he would want me to like work out before I peed.
I had to grip the couch.
Yeah.
People are crazy. I'm not. If that's his thing.
That was his thing. We never had, he never penetrated my vagina. He only ate my vagina.
I'm mad if the vagina got a little pee on it, let alone a whole quart.
I liked it.
Yeah, you said that.
Because it was like
different.
Yeah. But guess what? I hate because, for some reason, some women think like if you date a white guy, he's going to be faithful and he's not going to do nothing bad to you. This man got back with his wife while we were dating.
He drinking pee. So
I don't know if I was just like a fetish,
possibly,
or whatever.
Yeah.
But he got like a month after us dating, he didn't call for like a week, just like a nigga would do. And then I think I'm getting back with my wife. You don't think you getting back with your wife? You get back with your wife.
He wanted to drink black pee.
Yeah, he wanted to see what
Dr. Umar, what do you think about this?
Black queens forever.
So he wanted to drink the pee and eat the boo-boo.
Yeah. And it's funny because the first time I spent the night over his house, I woke up and he had me so many drinks ready. Like, he gave me water, then he gave me a green drink, then he gave me a coffee, then he gave me an orange drink. Like, why do you have me drinking?
Because he knew
so
he was
much?
going to be tasting that.
Yeah.
He wants you right. He wants you tasting like a plant, a garden, a secret garden.
He said he liked my flavors.
That's what he said. Oh
My
man,
flavors.
don't roll your tongue like that.
Flavors. All right. So the next segment of the show is a new segment.
Boom. Well, I don't think it's a new segment. We're just gonna do it this time to kind of gauge where our attraction to white women and white men lies. So we're gonna do smash or pass. We're gonna do 10. You got 10 people?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, you need to get 10.
8, 9, 10. I have like 13.
Okay, well we'll do how many?
And they're all women because I hump women.
Wait.
I don't want you to smash or pass on men.
Oh, I thought. Well, this is what I thought we were doing. I thought I was gonna do my 10. Ask you about this, but I didn't even factor in women. I had 10 males.
You have yours?
Yes.
Okay, well I can do mine and you can do yours.
But then who are you gonna ask me about?
I have women.
Oh. Is that fair? No, wait. I gotta watch what I say. You get to double dip.
I do. That's the great part about my life. You should never be single if you like both men and women. You should just always have options.
Oh my God.
And then I got a surprise segment for you.
Oh, for sure.
After we do this.
So I'm gonna ask you my 10.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
I'm ready.
So it's smash or pass. Are we giving reasons why? Or are we just gonna say smash?
Nah, just
okay.
Smash it.
Smash or pass. Billy Bob Thornton.
Pass.
You know who that is?
I wish you had a picture.
Oh, Billy Bob Thornton is the guy from Monster Ball that smashed Halle Berry.
Pass.
Okay, he smashed Halle Berry.
He looked dirty.
And that's why I said, are we going to do the whys?
We can do quick whys.
Okay, quick whys. Jason Momoa.
Smash.
That's Aquaman.
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson.
Smash.
Oh, you like that guy?
My number one smash.
Yeah.
For the white boy.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know.
I have this thing for vampires.
That's why hit the why. You got to hit the why.
I have a thing for vampires, and he just does it.
Okay, Zac Efron.
Oh, he's growing on me. Smash.
Okay, you smashing everybody, fool.
Dang.
Channing Tatum.
Oh, smash.
You smashing everybody.
So?
Colin Farrell.
Is that even a? Oh yeah, Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
Smash.
Did you see his porno?
No.
He has a porn with I forgot the girl's name. I want to say Irish, but don't quote me. The girl from that LL Cool J video. Smile today, cause I'm the black girl.
Okay.
The main character on that music video, he has a porn with her.
Oh, so he down with the swirl. Smash.
Yeah. Gary Owens. You know Gary Owens is?
Pass.
Oh.
He's a little too white for me.
All right. Kevin James.
Who is that?
Who is that?
Who is that?
The fat guy, the mall cop.
Oh, I like him.
I know you do.
It's kind of like a pity smash. No, pass. I like him. Just be his friend. Yeah.
Seinfeld.
Why would you put me in that awkward position?
It's not awkward. It's a question.
So Seinfeld is like my favorite character. Like I love him.
I know.
But I'm a pass because he's more like a mentor. I want him to be my dad.
Okay. This is my 10th one, my last one. You ready?
Yes.
Donald Trump. Donald Trump.
Pass.
Why did you have to think about it?
Okay, because he kind of got a lot of money.
That's what I was. That's what. Without,
like, if you would have said,
if you would have
but he's also evil.
If you would have said an indefinite past, I would have said, "What about the money?"
Yeah, because and pardons. All the niggas wanting to be friends with him so they could get pardons. So,
who you gonna pardon?
You. I don't know. Can you pardon my baby daddy?
Thank you. Pardons. All right. Boom.
All right. So I'm ready.
You doing me now?
Yes.
But are you gonna chime in on, or how is this gonna work?
No, since you had yours, I'll just let you have this.
Okay.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yes, absolutely. But
I was gonna say.
But when she's thick.
Exactly.
I don't know the name of the movie. I ain't gonna say I don't like her. She's still attractive who she is, but I really was on her in the movie with Ben Affleck. What's that movie?
I don't know.
Y'all go check out.
I do know what movie you're talking about.
It's a movie with Ben Affleck. She's thick in there.
Yeah. She got to be thick, not skinny Scarlett.
Yeah, I don't like her.
Yeah, I agree. Amy Schumer.
No, pass.
I have
Did
their
she lose
picture.
weight?
Yes.
Still pass. I mean,
Chelsea Handler.
no, pass. Didn't 50 hit?
He did.
He was just doing it for, well, I don't know what that man was doing it for, but I'm a pass.
I think they get along pretty well. Kylie Jenner.
Pass.
Why?
Because I would rather, what's
One of
the,
the other
yeah,
sisters.
what's the big
Chloe.
one? Chloe.
Chloe. I agree. Megan Fox.
She has a pretty face, but I don't like that
Yeah,
skinniness.
she's pretty thin.
I don't even know who that is. Oh, but
Melania.
Ivana,
Melania.
no, pass.
Demi Moore.
Striptease. Yes.
Megan Trainor.
No. Why you look like that?
Mm-hmm.
Am I supposed to say yeah?
No.
Oh,
Gwen Stefani.
no.
We love her. This influencer.
Who is that? Is that booty real?
Yes.
Yes.
She's bad.
What's her name?
Her
You just
name
talk
is
about
the
this.
Kinsey.
Who?
Wow Kinsey or Whoa Kinsey.
Oh, okay. Yep.
She's fire. And this is Jade. She's a sex worker.
Is her booty real?
No.
No.
I like Jade.
Is her booty real?
No.
No.
All right. Those are my smash or pass.
Okay. Oh wait, are you saying if you would you were supposed to follow up? Oh, okay.
You gave me yours. So I have another quick segment.
Okay. I'm up for it. I'm all ears.
And it's called Keep or Delete.
Keep or delete. Boom. What are we keeping and deleting?
I have gone through some of your Facebook posts.
Oh, okay.
And I want to know if you would keep or delete them now.
What is the premise? Because I'm probably gonna keep all of them. But what is the standard?
Because I want to know, do you feel like I probably shouldn't have said that?
Well, I doubt it, but let's see. Let's go with this game and see.
So the first one says, random. When I was 16 years old, I saw the homie's mom's titties. She walked in the room topless talking about my skin is hot in her Caribbean voice. I've been basing titties off this ever since, to this day.
I'm keeping on.
Why would you talk about your friend's mom's titties?
Why would my friends come? Why would my friend mom come in there with her titties? Talking about my skin is hot. We was probably 16, 15, 16, playing the. I wasn't playing a video game, but playing a video game, and his mom is Summer.
So his mom is not off limits.
I mean, she didn't make herself off limits when she put her titties on limits.
And what kind of basis? Like, do they have to look like his mom's titties are better, or what?
His mom has some good ass titties. His mom has big ass, good ass, juicy ass 40-year-old titties.
That ain't right.
They was cool though. Her whole body was fucked up, but her booty was lopsided, crooked, flat, but her titties was cool, milky, silky. Her smile was like sunshine.
Okay, next
Okay.
post. Never trust a woman that sleep with her legs open and the TV on.
Oh yeah, keep that. Keep that. What kind of woman sleep with her legs open?
Sometimes you need to air it out.
She's DTF.
Sometimes you need to air it out. And maybe you had a hard day and you fell asleep with the TV on.
Why you got the TV on? Like you're not into peace.
You're not Kendrick.
What does that mean?
Don't turn his TV off.
Turn the TV off. If she sleep with her legs open and the TV on, that's a no-go. Like that's hood rat behavior to me. Like cut the TV off. Like you calm yourself down. You listening to the TV while you that's ghetto mess.
Okay, next post. You gotta watch those fat niggas around your woman. They be quick to eat her booty and her coochie. How do you know? Any facts?
I probably if I had to delete one, if I had to, I'm not deleting shit. But if I had to pick one, I guess I'd delete that because it's just comical because the regular nigga do that too.
Exactly.
But watch the butt. But the fat niggas be extra hungry for the booty.
Should I have dated a fat nigga?
What is it gonna change?
Oh, I have. He wasn't desperate for my booty.
You got the wrong fat nigga. The rat niggas is desperate to eat. let alone eat the booty.
Okay, so we could delete that one.
I delete it if I had to because it's really no fact behind it.
Last, keep or delete.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all, I'm not vegan anymore. That shit make your dick skinny.
I'll delete that because it's probably should, but it's facts.
Oh, it's not.
It is.
I'm gonna ask other vegan men.
Do that, then they're gonna tell you that it do. Like you need some beef. You need
some beef for
beef,
your
but
beef?
get beef. You need some meat on your It'll have you right. Vegan will have you right. I'm not a vegan no more, but it'll have you thin. It'll and then if you're working out, lifting weights, you're not gonna gain no muscle because you're protein deficient.
It's not like you're doing a dick exercise.
You actually are. What you mean? Every time your penis it's a muscle.
Oh.
It's a muscle.
Okay.
So you're not you're not giving it protein. So it's not just like when I was lifting weights when I was a vegan, I wasn't getting.
So then carnivore diet.
I don't know. In opposed to, I don't know. Don't give me the line on niggas' dicks. I was just talking about my dick versus vegan versus eating meat. Protein versus no protein.
Anyway, that's the end of keep it or delete it.
Okay. Is that the end of the show?
That's the end of the show as well.
Right. That was a cool little woo woo.
All right. So that concludes our show. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. And then let's check out our other shows, Thousand Bodies Podcast. And we also have Live in the Comments where Gerald is live and going through all of your crazy comments on his videos. So yeah, that's it.
Like she said, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Go to the YouTube and subscribe and share it. Tell your people if you think it's cool, if you think it's funny, share it. It ain't no problem. Don't hate. I mean, come on, man. It ain't gonna hurt you. A share ain't gonna hurt you. And like this shit not gonna hurt you to subscribe. Like I don't understand people, but when we blow up, don't get to talking about I knew it. Don't get to doing that.
Anyway, we'll see you guys next week.